Brothers and sisters, Panam, good evening to you all. I know this is a very sad time, and I wanted to share with you a picture, my last picture with Seeta, Sister Seeta. This was at a Diwali, when we asked for Diwali to be made a public holiday a few months ago. As you can see, she looks in her usual wonderful self and an inspiring person. But for us to understand in all of this sadness the legacy of Seeta Pooran, we have to understand what she stood for in this community. Now, Lucas asked me a question if I was going to sing or if I was going to give a speech. Well, I don't have any qualities in singing. I believe that Seeta took it all. And of course, she represents this community and has been called the nightingale of our community, the nightingale of our culture. And she has certainly enriched our culture and our heritage. And to know that she was totally untrained and uncoached meant that that could only have been given to her by Lord Krishna. Her special gifts could only have been God-given, and she used them for the purposes of lifting people up and for blessing them and for making us all happy and proud. And that is a great legacy that Seeta Pooran has single-handedly left for this community in giving of our best and in giving of our soul. And it is here at this juncture that we pray that her soul, her Atma, gets moksha, as we say in Hinduism, and that is that she gets the universality of acceptance at the highest level of her religion, and I know she will. On this earth, it is only right that they honor, this community honors Seeta Pooran, Panday, in a very meaningful way in terms of having a cultural organization and a religious organization called a foundation, called the Seeta Pooran Foundation. And I hope that everyone can come together and have such a foundation, in addition to the GoFundMe, where the abilities and the grace and the excellence she showed in singing bhajans and Bollywood songs and just about everything in Hinduism and Indian culture, she was the master, so to speak, although I'm using it I mean more of a mistress of these talents. And she put it all together, and she did not look for money, as many of us know. And Seeta had that class about her. She knew that she had to do something to uplift this community. We come to America, we came from India, as you know, and we come here. She wanted to leave a legacy and a richness for people to see us for who we are. And in many ways, when I campaigned and trying to get that common goal with her, she always encouraged me, and she knew it was not an easy task. And hence, you would find her at places like these where we're trying to lobby to have Diwali a holiday, or in places where we try to get our voice out. Seeta Pooran would always give us a helping hand, a good word of advice, a comforting encouragement, and she would always be there by your side to encourage the good over evil. And she epitomizes what Diwali means and packed with all these great Hindu festivals, the triumph of light over darkness and the triumph of good over evil. So that is a legacy that she leaves for us, and that is what we should follow, and that is what we should make sure that we honor her life. And you know, it was so sad when I heard she died, and I just heard about these vaccines becoming available to her community. And I was saying, oh my God, she just missed it by a few days, because you know, you can go to York College, you can go to Medgar Evans. They have all these vaccinations and categories now available for people with high blood pressure, people that would suffer from high cholesterol, some people with asthma. And, you know, God had a greater purpose for her. Lord Rama wanted her earlier because there was a pressing need in heaven for her. And no doubt he sent for her before any vaccine could help her, and that was because he had a greater purpose in life for her talents and for what she can contribute to continue to help. It is very sad that we do that, and we must continue to look for this vaccine where we can get it. Medgar Evans College and at your college. Just make sure you go on vaccinefinder.nyc.com. That is vaccinefinder.nyc.gov. It's now available, 3,000 a day. It's called a mega site. And in memory of Seeta, you should also make sure that you get that vaccine. It was a wake-up call. But no matter the length of our years, we cannot measure the greatness of a person by how long they live. We can only measure it by the quality of life they gave us. And she is very wealthy for what she gave. A wealth of songs are all in the internet. There are many recorded things. They will be listened forever. And that wealth of goodness and kindness and spirituality. Because anytime you found Seeta Panday anywhere in this community or anywhere else, she always seemed to have that serene calmness about her. It was as if she was blessed with the gifts of the deities, that she was so calm and composed that I always saw her as a graceful person who imbued love and devotion, dedication and humility. And those were the greatest gifts she has left for us to follow. That how wealthy we are or mighty we are, that we can still be of service to humanity. We can still uplift others. And no matter how much we have positively or things or what do we have in material worth, you have to strive to be like Seeta Pooran Panday, that the wealth of a person and the wealth of this community is measured in the terms of the spirituality it can inspire and imbue in others. And to a grieving family and all of you, and I see a lot of talent in the Pooran family, it seems that every Pooran can sing. And I've listened to these songs and these bhajans over the few evenings, and I've been very, very inspired and very, very, I've been very imbued by them. And I wish to continue to live our legacy. And to our children of Kajal, Meena, Uthra, and Gadraj, from my research on her, I want to ask on behalf of my brother, Dr. Philip Baldeo, and myself, Albert Baldeo, both of whom have been in this community since I think Seeta came the same time in the 80s. We have given our soul and our service like her to it. And we have to continue to do that as a community and build as we become more and more permanent and more prominent in New York City. Guyana has been missing too because the national award just came out and I was looking for her name. And I do believe that the Guyana should also, because she had flourished there before she came to America, she had distinguished herself in the field of music and spirituality. And hence I call on the Guyana government also to give her an award. Not that Seeta Pooran wants an award or any kind of congratulations. Her life has been one of freedom and one of charity. But I think that we should do the right thing and honor those like Seeta who have served us at the highest level, whether we were hungry, whether we were whatever we had to deprive ourselves of, us or our children, she was always there for a bigger and better cause. And hence I ask Lord Krishna to give her moksha, and may her legacy continue to live. And may you all continue to make sure you get the vaccines and also protect yourselves. And may Lord Rama bless us all. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for paying tribute to such a wonderful soul. I really mean that. And that is why I came on, because my brother, Dr. Baldeo, asked me to come on. Because there's hardly a person in this Richmond Hill community or Ozone Park or South Ozone Park that has lived the life and has spread the message and has inspired people like Seeta Panday personally and in her songs. And that is why the Nightingale of Guyana, we can be so very proud of her. May God bless her and may He bless us all. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you, Albert.
Thank you, Albert.